Hi, my name's Brian Bartlow, and I'm owner of Feel Like a Pro, a 250 Ninja rental program that I have down in California that Dat here behind the camera shows up once a year with all you guys. So he wanted me to talk to you a little bit about breathing, so he's going to ask me some questions, and I'll answer them the best I can, and we'll see if you guys can apply that.
So a lot of our students in the parking lot for the first time who's never touched a motorcycle before, and we emphasize the need for breathing. Now, how does breathing affect the body and muscles, and why can't these students turn a motorcycle in a slalom, for example?
Okay. Well, a lot of times if riders are so focused on things that they're doing, they don't really pay attention that they're actually breathing. They actually hold their breath. They're running off the adrenal glands that releases epinephrine and norepinephrine in the body to have that fight or flight response. When that occurs, the mind is so focused on staying alive, it doesn't care about the smoothness of anything. It cares about staying alive, and if you're on the brakes or something panics in the mind, the first thing the body does is tense up, lock up. Tensing, locking up doesn't allow your bike to turn. You can't think straight. You can't get on the brakes appropriately. The counterstrain mechanisms don't work right. And typically, most riders who have an incident on the street are from these types of riders who panic and they crash. And I don't know the stats, but a large statistics show that the amount of crashes are from people who panic, and the breathing exercises that you guys practice as a new rider will definitely apply to your overall riding career.
Has there been cases where you've been on a racetrack when you overshot a turn and breathing was critical for you to make a turn, or even on the street?
Absolutely, absolutely. So obviously I'm always focused on what I'm doing out on the track. Anytime I have a chance to take extra breaths, I consciously down the straightaway or on the street, on the freeway, wherever I'm at, I consciously take an extra deep breath just to keep the mind clear of what's going on in my scenery. The more stressful environment you get yourself involved in, the more breathing you should do. So if you're riding in the city, you should be more conscious on your breathing. That opens up your eyes and your mind to bigger scenarios that are coming down the street. The dog over here, the red light changing here. You know there's a car wanting to turn when this light changes, and you have to judge these factors. And when you breathe and you keep everything relaxed in your mind, you're able to analyze the situation a lot faster and make the appropriate decision.
So what you're saying is breathing is the foundation to everything that these students will need to do in the future, whether it's braking, camera steering, or even focus. So,
absolutely. So if you can picture a building block of your riding skills as a pyramid, okay, and you have to have all these little building blocks, building block, and Dat with his Pacific Riding School teaches you these building blocks. Part of the program is learning how to breathe and stay focused on what you're doing out there. That's one of the basic building blocks at the bottom. If you don't have that, you can't build a pyramid. You try to put the top piece or the middle piece, your pyramid falls apart. And that, over a course of your 20, 30, 40, 50 years of motorcycle riding, could be detrimental later on down the road if you don't get the strong basic foundations now. And breathing is absolutely one of the big building blocks that hold the whole pyramid up.
Well, Brian, that's great. I hope the students will pick up a couple skills from you. And what's the next step after that? What do you recommend? After our basic riding course.
Well, I think you guys should come down, talk with Dat, and come down to the United States. And we have a fleet of 250 Ninjas all ready to go for the racetrack. And it's a great time. They come down every year. We get 30 to 40 riders to come down, and we just have a blast down there. And we can do some techniques and breathing drills, and anything you guys want to work on, anything you guys have any questions, you can talk to Dat, you can email me, and we'll get you down there.
Thanks a lot, Brian.